Good morning, children. We can continue the lesson blowing in the wind. We have some more activities in this lesson. Okay. We discussed in our previous class about modal auxiliary verbs. Right. Students, study properly the usage of modal auxiliary verb. Then next activity. For our class now, children, this is a grammar part. You have to keep your textbook when you watch this web portal class. Okay. Every time I will not point out, take your textbook, take this page number, like that. You have to keep the continuation of that chapter. So you have to keep the textbook and which page we are going to take. You should know that. Had they finished the shooting? How will you answer this question? Yes or no question, right? Yes, they had finished shooting. There is no any other explanation. There is a confirmation. Yes or no? No, they hadn't finished shooting. Otherwise, if they can tell, we can give the answer. No, they hadn't finished shooting. Then they are going to Madras. How do you ask this question for this answer? Are they going to Madras? Second one, for example, Nandu was working all night. Nandu was working all night. Was Nandu working all night? In that way we can ask the question. That is, there is no any other explanation about it. You can give the answer yes or no. That's all. What change is made in the word order of the statements to frame the questions? Observe it. When we frame such type of questions, or else when we prepare such type of questions, what type of changes happened in that sentence? Observe it. Now try to frame questions for the following questions. See, here we can see many answers. You want to prepare the question. The answer it is, for example, the first answer, no, they are planning something different this time. How do you ask the question? Are you planning the same thing this time? Like that. Second question. No, I have never traveled through a jungle. How do you ask? Have you ever traveled through a jungle? In that way you want to ask the question. Third one. Yes, he was scolding the public when I reached there. Then how do you ask? What type of changes you bring in that sentence? Was he scolding the public when you reached there? Fourth one. Yes, it is snowing. Is it snowing? It is simple. Last one. Yes, he can speak German. This is also very easy. Can he speak in German? Like that we can ask. The next one, consider the following sentence. See, observe this, children. This also we can't see the auxiliary verbs directly in that sentence. Okay, for example, he likes oranges. Next sentence. Does he likes oranges? What's the change happened? He likes. Likes change into does he like. Clear? Second one. They went to the nearby school. They went. What is the verb? Went. They went to the nearby school. Then how do you ask the question? Did they go to the nearby school? Did they go to the nearby school? In that way, you want to convert the sentence. I drink tea. Do you drink tea? In that way. So, children, in these sentences, see, observe what and all we already read. These sentences, auxiliary verbs are hidden. So we use dummy auxiliary according to the verb, tense of the verbs. according to the tense of the verbs. For example, like. Like will change into do like. Do plus like. Second one, likes. Likes change into does plus like. Present singular. Then liked, past tense. Did plus like. In that way, you want to ask the questions with dummy auxiliary words. Okay, so you should able to recognize is it in present, future or past tense. Listen very careful in that usage of verbs. Okay. Then now consider questions for the following sentence. Yes, they come here frequently. They come here frequently. What is the verb in this sentence? Yes, come. So how do you ask the question? Do they come here frequently? Do they come here frequently? Second question. What is it? What is the answer? Yes, I met him yesterday. In this sentence, what is the verb? Underline the word met. So it is in past tense. So how did you ask the question? Did you meet him yesterday? Did you meet him yesterday? In that way. Then third one, what is the answer? Answers all are given. Yes, they have, yes, they lived here for a long time. Yes, they lived here for a long time. So here also the verb, it is in past tense. So you can ask, did they live here for a long time? Did they live here for a long time? In that way. Then fourth one, yes, we play cricket every day. Play. Play is a verb. It is in present tense. So how do you ask? Do you play cricket every day? In that way. Then last one. Does she, yes, she speaks fluent French. So how do you ask? Does she speak fluent French? See, speaks. It is in present singular. So you want to change this into in which way? Does she speak fluent French? In that way, you want to ask the questions. Okay, we read these all things very carefully. Then understand, children, questions beginning with an auxiliary verb are called yes or no questions or affirmative questions. Okay, they are also called closed questions because they have two possible responses only, yes or no. Okay, it is impossible to ask yes or no question without an auxiliary verb. Such questions do not ask for more information. They will not ask more information. They only say confirmation or negation. They will only ask confirmation or negation. There is no more explanation. Clear? Watch it carefully. Next activity, children, that is WH words, that is question words. We all know the question words in English. What are they? They are who, when, why, where, what, which and how. These words we are usually calling question words. Okay, they are called WH questions. Here, imagine you have an interview with Mr. Satyajit Ray. What questions will you ask? Complete the following conversation. Here, Ray is giving the answer. What is the answer? I learned film technology from Hollywood. This is the answer. You want to frame the question with the question word. Okay, what is the question? Where did you learn film technology from? Understood. Second one, again giving the answer by Ray. Mr. Friend Alfred Hitchcock helped me there. So how do you ask the question? Who helped you there? In that way. Then third one, Adventures of Rin Tin attracted me the most. This is the answer. Then how do you ask the question? What attracted you the most? Next one, my wish was to make film that beat Hollywood. What is the question related to this answer? What was your wish? That's all. The next one, I took such a risk with tigers to make a wonderful film. Then how do you ask the question? What risk did you make? What risk did you make? Next one, you are asking the question, the interviewer. How long it took you to shoot the scene? It took 2 days to shoot the scene. Next one, you want to ask the question. What is the answer? So if you want to frame the question, you should know what is the answer. Okay. Norton Graham was 20 kilometers away from here. This is the answer. So how do you frame the question? How far is the Norton Graham from here? The next one. At first you just read the answer. I visit Hollywood once in 3 months. This is the answer. Okay. Then how do you frame the question? How often do you visit Hollywood? The last one. When trained animals are used in Hollywood films. What kind of animals are used to Hollywood film? What kind of animals are used to Hollywood films? The next one. What are your future works? Whatever. 2 new films are in progress. Children, study these all activities properly. Okay, these all are very helpful to improve your language. So do it well, practice it, write down in your notebook, submit it tomorrow. Thank you.